I was just out in my garden and I noticed that some things are past, like the lettuce and some of the potatoes are kind of past their prime. I just want to dig them. There's a couple other things that just need to be cleaned up. And so I'm just going to go out there and see what I can do. So I'm out here in the garden. First thing I'm going to do is get a bucket and I'm just going to put all the things in. There's a lot to harvest out here, and some of this stuff will be going out to the chickens, and I'm just going to work at cleaning it up. I think there might be a storm coming. Wow, look at those clouds. That would be awesome to get some rain. So good for the garden. It's threatening to rain, so I'm just gonna quickly run out here and bring in my laundry before it starts pouring rain. Got that done. Now I might as well just go on in and put this in the drawers, and then I have to go and get the chores started. This is now the next day, and I'm out here finishing up what I didn't get done in the garden yesterday. I did clean out a lot, but today I just worked on tilling. Oh boy, there goes a snake. I think it's just a garter snake, so nothing to be scared of, but I am not the fondest of snakes. Don't know where it went, but just loving my row of flowers. These are cosmos. They're not blooming yet, so I hope to see some flowers on here before too long. And my zinnias are just really pretty. Just love how they're blooming right now. This is one of my favorite colors for the zinnias. Brighter than it looks in the picture, but such a pretty coral. So, and then up here I have marigolds that are just beautiful. I hardly see marigolds bloom this much, but these have just bloomed so much. And then I have a couple sunflowers right here. Ooh, look at that. That thing is so beautiful. And this plum tree right here is loaded with plums. Look at all those. Wow. Those won't be ready until fall. So this is, like I said before, this is our old garden. It's over here by our Airbnb. And I didn't put as much stuff in here this year just because I have a new garden now and we wanted to plant some stuff in there. But I'm hoping to change this garden next year into a fruit, like a strawberry patch. I'm not sure yet how it will be, but yeah, I'm excited to plant some fruit in here and just make it a little more easy to care for. So I don't have to take care of two gardens. But this year, what's in here is really actually doing good. So I'm very happy about that. And this lettuce I've been taking out and giving to the chickens. So I love that all the stuff that I don't use, I don't get harvested or whatever, I can take it out to the chickens. I don't consider that a waste. It's really good for the chickens, and yeah, blessed to have that type of stuff available to eat our stuff that we don't. Here's some dill. This just came up from last year's, but I'm really excited because I want to make some dill pickles later next week. I didn't get the tomatoes staked this year, so they're just on the plastic. I'm grateful that they're on the plastic. The plants are super nice and they're just loaded with tomatoes. This one right here is the little golden yellow ones. These are called sun gold. And I like to pick these off and just eat them fresh because they're so good. It's like eating candy. And then, yeah, I have a couple down here. It's just, they're not ripe yet, but there's a lot of tomatoes here. So I'm really happy with how these are turning out. Just look at these huge plants. These are all plants that I started myself. And they always do so well. I have a lot of different varieties in here. Here I have some little cantaloupe that are just starting. Those are doing really well. I'm hoping that they'll ripen up in time before the frost comes. Here's another cantaloupe. It's got tiny melons on it. I guess we'll see what happens. We don't have much time left from this season, so we'll see what happens. And these are some volunteer summer squash. They just came up from last year's. I've been getting quite a few nice summer squash off of those. And I have some little broccolis here. They're doing pretty good. And here's another couple ones. These are also ones that I started myself. Here's a zucchini that was also a volunteer from last year. These are my cucumbers, and they've been giving a lot of cucumbers. So I'm really happy about that because I love to make pickles, and I just wanted to make sure that I have plenty. These are chives. I want to harvest those and use them for fresh herbs as I'm cooking. Here's my peppers. They've got little flowers on them. These are bell peppers. And these are called, what are these called? They're not banana peppers, but they've got some, the peppers are long, kind of longish and yellow. Here's one. I can show you how that looks. Just love watching the butterflies up here on the sunflower. So here I am out here in my new garden. I'm really excited how well everything is doing, and I hope to get an amazing harvest out of here. So the corn is tasseling, really excited about. Look how tall it is. Wow. It has done really well. This is like the first year for this garden, and it's just growing like crazy. So we should get some really good corn from this. And then the peppers down here, I have a couple peppers. They're blooming, so I'm hoping that they'll also give some peppers yet. And I have a short carrot row, but they're all looking pretty nice. So I'm hoping that I can harvest some nice carrots this fall. This is my row of beets, and those are probably ready to harvest. I would say for sure by next week. Yellow tomatoes. These tiny yellow tomatoes that are so good to eat. Wow. So amazing to eat these. So good. These are called Sun Gold tomatoes. They're bite-sized. They're so sweet and they're so good. Here's my beans. They've not been too ambitious, so I don't know if I'm getting beans. I do see that there's some flowers on here, but hopefully another year I can plant a lot of beans. And then there's the row of potatoes. I have 2 rows, little over 2 rows, like 2.5 rows actually, and they're doing so well. So we should get some nice potatoes. This is my hammock, and sometimes I just like to come out here and sit here for a while.